Okay, right. Okay, guys, welcome back. I'm going to discuss this paper. This is Western Province Colombo Zonal 2017 second term test. So I'm going to start from question number 28. These are the rest of the questions in because yesterday, which means 24th, I have done up. I did up to question number 27. Now this is from question number 28. The following transaction have been occurred in a business, single business. Okay. So rupees 4,500 received from a debtor called Kamal and the deducted discount is 500. The double entry for this transaction is in here. You need to have a clear idea. Okay. So receive rupees 4,500 from a debtor, which means we already received 4,500. You understand? Okay. We already received 4,500 from cash. Other than this 4,500, we already deducted another 500. So the debtor amount should be how much? It should be 5,000. Am I correct, guys? Okay. So am I correct? Is it clear to you guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we should, when we do credit sales, how to record it, sales account credit. Okay. Sales account credit 5,000. Okay. And debtors account should be debit 5,000. Now we allowed 500 to this debtor. So this debtor paid only 4,500. So 4,500 debtors account should credit, cash book debit. Other than that, if we balance this one, we can identify 500 balance carry down and balance brought forward. Understand? So it's wrong because we already allowed 500. So we need to again credit this 500 to debtors account. This debtors, when we allow discount, it's an expense to the business, right? When we allow discounts, it's an expense to the business. So we need to identify this is as an expense. When expense increase, it's debit. So this is discount allowed. So we can write this using a single transaction. 5,000 debit credit to debtors account, 4,500 debit to cash book, 500 debit to discount allowed. Understand? So 5,000 credit discount debtors account, cash book debit 4,500, discount allowed account debit 500. This is the answer. Answer number 2. If you need, you can draw this or you can write the question number and you can write the answer. Okay. Right. So for question number 28, the answer is number 2. Right. The source document used to record transaction in general journal is a blank, whereas is recorded in general journal. Okay. What is the source document we use to record transaction in general journal? It's journal voucher, no doubt. So our answer should be first one or third one. So no need to not only that, yeah, only these two. So we can ignore second one and fourth one. Okay. Credit purchase of non-current assets on credit basis. We record credit purchase in purchase journal. So we should ignore this one. What is the transaction we record in this out of these answers? Purchase of non-current assets on credit basis. Other than this one, can you tell me what are the transactions we record in purchase journal? Purchase of non-current assets on credit basis. Non-current assets credit basis. Okay. Other than that, sale of non-current assets on credit basis. Not only that, what are the other things? Any other answers? What are the other transactions we record in general journal?
Error correction.
Error correction, very good. Error correction. Other than that, some seeking another answer from you.
Edits.
Bad debts. So commonly we can name it as adjustments. Can you remember? There are 4 adjustments. Other than that, there's another one. This is from grade 10. I owner's goods drawing. Owner's goods drawing. Goods drawing. You know, owner's cash drawings record in cash book, but owner's goods drawing record in general journal. These are the transactions we record in general journal. Purchase of non-current assets. You can write the important things. You can write whatever you want. Okay. Purchase non-current assets on credit basis. Sale of non-current assets on credit basis. Error correction. Adjustment entries. Owner's goods drawings. These are the things. Question number 30th. Given below is a double entry recorded in general journal in relation to correction of errors in Surangi's business. This is the double entry recorded in general journal. So this is error correction, right? Purchase account debit 10,000. Creditors account credit 10,000. So what is the error? In here, we need to identify what is the error. Purchase account is understated by 10,000. If purchase account is understated by 10,000, so it won't affect to the debtors account, creditors account, right? It only affect to purchase account. So we need to ignore it. Understate is correct, but in here, the correction entry include creditors account as well. So we should ignore the first one. Omission of a purchase invoice of 10,000 from books. When we omit a source document, our double entry should again identify, because of a purchase invoice, we recorded in purchase journal at the end of the month, we get the total and we debit the purchase account and we credit the relevant creditors account. This should be the answer. Under status of credit purchase 10,000 in accounts. This is incorrect. Okay, incorrect. Understate the credit purchase 10,000 in accounts. Omission of purchase account from ledger. Purchase account from ledger. This is also incorrect. Why? Purchase account කියලා කිව්වහම purchase account එක විතරක් නෙමෙයි මෙතන credit account එකකට impact වෙනවා. තේරෙනවද? Right? So understated of credit purchase of rupees 10,000 in accounts. Even we can get this one as well. But understate of purchase invoice 10,000 in account. This is also similar answer, but the correct answer is second. I don't know. Right? So this is also very much similar. Understate of credit purchase. We can't write a credit purchase because it should be an invoice or any other thing. Right. Gross profit can be calculated. How to calculate gross profit? Sales minus cost of sales. Which of the following answer that includes only distribution expenses? Promotion expense, bad debt, discount allowed, depreciation for in here we need to know distribution. So promotion correct, bad debt correct, discount allowed correct, distribution of depreciation for distribution vehicle correct, sales commission correct. This should be the answer. Let's move to the other one. Postal administration, discount allowed correct, bad debt correct, sales commission credit. Sirs, is it promotion expense 1 or 2? This one. Promotion this should be 1, right? This is incorrect. Promotion expense, right? Bad debt correct, sales commission correct, salaries for staff incorrect. Okay, discount allowed correct, bad debt correct, sale commission correct, salaries for sales staff correct. This is also correct. These salaries for sales staff, sorry, If it is for sales staff, it's correct. Discount receive incorrect. This is another income. Okay. Discount allow correct. Bad debt correct. Depreciation for distribution vehicle correct. Promotion expense correct. Postal expense incorrect. So the answer include only with the correct answers. Only the number one. So the number one is the answer. Consider the following information to answer question number 33 and 34. We don't need to read this one. Which of the following that includes only financial expense? Financial. Bad debt, no. Bank charges, yes. Overdraft interest, yes. Staff salaries, no. Promotion, no. Depreciation for interest, depreciation for equipment, no. Bank loan interest, yes. Yes. C, D, and G is the answer. Financial expenses. Which of the following answer that includes only administrative expense? Admin, you know. Staff salaries, correct. Depreciation for equipment, correct. These things we can't take. Insurance charges. B, F, H. The answer is number 3. Okay. So I'm giving 2-3 minutes to you. I need the answer for question number 35 and 36. Hurry up. Right. Question number 35. A business building has been given a monthly rent for rupees 2,500. 20,000 has been received as the rent for the period ended 31st December 2016 here, right? So no any date. So when we given the rent, right? So in here, when we rented out, so 2,500 should multiply by 12, you know, it's 30,000. 30,000. Okay. Is the annual rent. Okay. But we received only 20,000, right? So receivable income, you know, it's 10,000. So what is the correct double entry? Built-in rent receivable account debit, building rent account credit, you know, this is the answer number 4, not 2. So building rent income account, not rent income account. Building rent, receivable building rent debit. Why? It's an asset. So when asset increase, it's debit. So building rent should be credit, you know, it's an income. The cost of the machine, rupees 100,000. Effective lifetime for the period is 5 years. Residual value in here, you know, this residual value means, you know, the amount we can get at the end of the time period, 20,000. What is the annual depreciation? You know, to calculate annual depreciation, we should get depreciable amount. Multiply by, divide by effective useful lifetime. So depreciable amount means cost minus scrap value or residual value. Okay, 20,000. 5. So 80,000, right? 5. So when we deduct 80, when we divide 80 from 5, you know, it's 16,000. So the answer is number 1. Right. So this is regarding question number 36, 7 to 40. Using the given information, this is financial statement with adjustment in this. I told you how to do this one. First of all, we need to concern the requirements and then we need to select the answers. Okay. So again, I'm giving few minutes to you. You need to calculate the answers and send it to me because this is very much important. Okay. So you need to calculate the answers using the given information and send me the answers to the chat box. Right. Okay. Now the other one. Question number 37 to 40. Consider the following information to answer question number 37 to 40. So what are the requirements? Cost of sales, gross profit, expenses, and net profit. Because of that, we don't need to prepare SFP in here, right? So in here, we don't need to worry about SFP because in here, no any requirement for SFP, right? Okay, you know how to calculate it, right? So I'm going to write the structure in here, right? You know, how can I write it? Right, so I'll write it here. Sales minus cost of sales, you know, opening stock plus purchases, right? Carriage inwards, loading and unloading cost, keep two lines, cost of goods to be sold minus closing stock. Then we can calculate the gross profit. So then the plus other income plus other income, right? Other income, right? So and from that one we deduct expenses. But yeah, we can do like that. But in here, this is just a easy one. Okay, but when it comes to SFP plus PNL and so without with adjustments, it's too hard. Understand? Right. So in here, opening stock. This is opening stock 15,000. You can write opening stock as 15,000. Right, opening stock 15,000. Carriage inwards, there are carriage inwards. How much? 8,000. So you can write 8,000 as carriage inwards, right? So done. Purchases, how much? 55,000. 55,000 as purchases. Done. House rent. Rent, 6 month. So this house rent for 6 month. In here, no any additional information, right? So how you calculated? So rent 6 month. So is it for 6 month or 1 year? How you calculated? Any answers? Any answers? කොහොමද calculate කරේ? මේකම ගත්තද නැත්නම් මේක දෙකෙන් වැඩි කරලා ගත්තද? Guys, expenses. Right, okay. House rent 6 month 12,000. You know this is an expense. So house rent. So this is rent. Simply this is rent. But in here, the matter is whether this is for 6 month or now rented out for 6 month. But then with an additional information at the 1 year the 6 month කියලා. කමන්නේ මම 1 year වලට ගන්න. Right? මොකද අපි දැන් අපි මෙතන හදන්නේ annual එකනේ. ඒතකොට මෙතන කියලා නැහැ මාස 6කට තමයි දීලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. Right? So don't think much. If you take 6 months, it's also correct. Why? So in here, no any additional information. Right? So discount receive, you know, other income, discount receive, it's other income. How much? 3,000. Okay. You know, salary is 10,000. Salary, you know, it's 10,000. Right. You know, sales 107,000, 107,000. Right. Bank charges 3,000. Bank charges 3,000. Right. And duty fee 2,000. Duty fee, it's 2,000. Right, it's 2,000. Right, 2,000. ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා sir, ක්ලෝසින් ස්ටොක් එක 1 year දුන්නාම ඒ කියන්නේ රෙන්ට් එක දෙකකින් වැඩි කරන්න ඕනේද? ඔව් ඉතින් හැබැයි මෙහෙම එකක් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් කවුද දන්නේ අවුරුද්දේ භාගයකට විතරක් රෙන්ට් කරලාද කියලා අවුරුද්දේ මැද්දේ රෙන්ට් එකට දුන්නත් දන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් මෙතන කියලා නැහැ. I think the best answer is this one. Okay. Right. Duty free 2000. Stocks as at 31st December 2016, which means closing stock. How much? It's 12,000. 12,000. So these are the things. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to calculate the cost of goods to be sold. 15,000 plus 55,000 plus 8,000. Is it 78,000? Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. From 78,000, we need to deduct 12,000. It's, 66,000. 66,000. Okay. So when we deduct 66,000 from 107,000, it's 41,000. 41,000, right? 41,000. Other income 3,000, then it's 44,000. When it comes to expenses, the total of expenses, how much? I'll take the total. It's 24,000 plus 10,000 plus 3,000 plus 2,000. It's 39,000. 39,000. Sometimes this can be changed in your side, right? So, okay. So when we deduct 39,000 from here, it's 5,000. This is expenses. Okay. This is net profit. So cost of sales, 66,000. The answer is number 2. Okay. Gross profit, 41,000. The answer is number 2. Expenses, the best answer is 39,000. Sometimes in year 1, if you take it as 12,000, what is the answer? What is the answer? I think it can be 27,000, right? Am I correct? Or 25,000? So in here 39,000. So if you deduct 12, it's 27,000. Sometimes your answer can be 27,000 as well. No worries, right? So in here net profit should be 5,000. If not, so 5,000 plus 12,000. 5,000 plus 12,000, which means 17,000. Sometimes this also can be your answer and this one also can be your answer. Right? This is how we write. So 37, 37, question number 2, 38, question number 2, 39, question answer number 3, right? Or 4, 40, answer number 4 or 2. Right? Okay. Now we need to do the second part. Right. Second part. Okay. So let's keep this question number 2 for next week. Question number 1 next week. This one. Okay. Today I'm going to do this question number
7.
7. And yes, 7 is better. Oh, bank rec 6 or 7. Any suggestion? 6 or 7.
On.
Right. 1 minute. Right. Okay, guys. Right. Let's start. Now in here, write 2 items that can be recorded in credit side of the bank statement. What are the things, what are the 2 items that can be recorded in credit side of the bank statement? Cash deposit. Okay, only these 3. Okay. Check deposit. When we deposit something, bank statement credited. Okay, other than that, direct remittances. Okay, what is the relevant source document for error correction transaction? General journal is the primary book, so source document journal voucher. Okay, so question number 6, Roman number 2. So the trial balance of Situmini's business as at 31st December 2016 was not balances. Be in here. Trial balance not tallied, right? So what is the requirement in here? One minute. Right. So okay. So I'm going to take like this. Right. Now the question number 6, Roman number 2. Right. The trial balance of I'm not going to write the double entries. I'm just only going to tell you the double entries. You need to, which means error correction entries. You need to write those journal entries in where you need to write. You need to write it in uh, general journal. Understand? You should write it in general journal, right? Okay. So the trial balance of Situmina business as at 31st December 2016 was not balanced. Trial balance not balanced. The credit balance exceed by 2,600 than the debit balance. Now, when it comes to this is the trial balance. Okay. Think this is our business trial balance. Okay. Think this is a credit side and this is the debit side. Okay. This is debit. This is credit. Right. So when it comes to trial balance, credit balance exceed by 2,600. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මේක balance කරන වෙලාවේ මේ පැත්ත 2,600 වැඩි වුණා. I think you can remember what we need to do. So we need to write 2,600 to debit side and write it as trial suspense account. Then we can tally the trial balance because now credit side is higher. So we need to write 2,600 to debit side, then we can tally it. So, and we need to open a suspense account. This is the suspense account. This is num B, suspense account. Okay, you can write it as trial balance different debit side. ලියපු පැත්තෙම ලියන්නේ trial balance difference 2,600. Done. Now later the following errors were revealed. These are the errors. A sales invoice worth of 3,600 has been omitted from the books. Sales invoice omitted from the books, in here because of this transaction, we record sales invoices in sales journal. So in here, because of this transaction has not been recorded in sales journal. Understand? So we need to record it, sales journal. Since sales journal perform only primary book function, we can't record it in sales journal because it's already closed. What we need to do, we need to credit the sales account and we need to debit the relevant account, a debtors account. So no any impact to trial balance, suspense account, right? No any impact to suspense account and trial balance because trial balance through balance using. Now there is a difference, but apart from this difference, trial balance agrees using that this transaction මේ transaction එකට වඩා අඩුවෙන් තමයි trial balance එක agree වෙන්නේ 3,000 අඩුවෙන්. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් හිතන්න මේ පැත්තට ආවේ හිතන්න total එක ආවේ 12,600. මේ පැත්තට ආවේ 10,000. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි temporary මෙතන 2,600 දාලා 12,600 වල tally කරන්න. එතකොට මේ දෙපැත්තෙම මේ 3,000 ලියවිලා නැහැ. මං කියන එක තේරෙනවද? දෙකම ලියවිලා නැහැ. ඒක නිසා ඇත්තටම ගත්තොත් එimhe හරිනම් මේකත් ආවොත් මෙතන එනවා 13,000, මෙතන එනවා 15,600. Is it clear to you guys? Right? By including this one. So it's wrong. So what we need to do, what is the double correction entry? debtors account debit 3000, sales account credit 3000, no any impact to suspense account. In general journal you can write, so I'm not going to write. Debtors account debit 3000, right? Sales account credit 3000. You can write using in narration. What is the narration? Corrected sales invoice 3000 has been omitted from the books. Likewise you can write. Okay. Second one, a payment to trade payables creditors 3000 has been recorded in the trade, has not been recorded in trade payables account, which means creditors account. Which means what? Now we paid 4000 to a creditor. What is the transaction? What is the double end? You know, cash book credit. Okay. Creditors account debit. Cash book credit, creditors account debit. Right. Now, because of this transaction, cash book credited but not recorded in trade payables, which means creditors account. Debit side එකේ ලියවිලා නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ debit side එකට ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ. debit side එක අඩුයි. මං කියන එක දෙන්නවද? හැම transaction එකට අපි වෙන වෙනම බලනවා. debit side එක කීයකින් අඩුයිද? 4000 වලින්. Okay. ඒතර ඒ difference එක 4000 අපි දැන් මෙතන අපි 2600 දැම්මට අපි එක එක වැරද්දට වෙන වෙනම බලනවා. right? debit side එකට 4000 ලියවිලා නැහැ. ඒක නිසා trial balance එකේ debit side එකේ 4000 අඩුයි. ඒ 4000 මෙතනට එනවා suspense account එකට debit side එකට එනවනේ. right? ඒතර ආපු දැන් මෙතන 2600 උනාට ඒ එක එක වැරද්දට වෙන වෙනම බලනවා. suspense account එක credit කරනවා 4000 ඇයි ඒ? අපි ඒක ආපු debit side එකට ආපු 4000 අයින් කරන්නේ. creditors account එකේ debit side එකේ ලියවිලා නැහැ කීයද? 4000. creditors account. Okay. So what is the transaction? Creditor account debit. What is the correction entry? Creditor account debit. Creditor account debit 4000. Suspense account credit 4000. You can write correction of not recording trade payables in payment to creditor not in creditors account, right? Likewise you can build your own narration. Okay, third one, 2800 worth of received from trade receivables debtors has been debited to the trade receivable account. Now what is the error from here? When we receive cash from debtors, you know, cash book debit, okay, debtors account should credit. Why? Debtor asset decrease. Cash book debited 2800, but mistakenly we debited the debtors account as well 2800, but it's wrong. The මේ වැරද්ද නිසා මොකද වෙන්නේ? Debit side එකට entry දෙකක් ඇවිල්ලා තිනවා. Can you tell me the impact to trial balance because of this transaction? Anyone? Anyone? Don't send messages. Tell me the answers. Because of this transaction. 2 entries in debit side. මේක නිසා මොකද වෙන්නේ? Credit side එකට මදි වෙනවා කීයද? 5600. මං කියන එක තේරෙනවද? මොකද credit entry එකක් ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ එකක්වත්. එකම transaction එකෙන් debit entry දෙකක් තියෙනවා. right? එතකොට 5600 ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට මේ debit side එකේ credit side එකේ 5600 අඩුයි. ඒ අඩු නිසා අපි මෙතනට දාලා temporary tally කරලා credit side එකේ ලියනවා. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න අපි trial balance difference එක මේ ඇවිල්ලා net impact එක අපි එක එකට වෙන වෙනම බලනවා. මේක නිසා credit side එකේ 5600 අඩුයි. So we need to write 5600 in credit side and we need to take it to the suspense account credit side. Okay? To correct that error, we need to debit it to the suspense account. මොකද මේ 5600 ආවේ credit side එකටනේ. මොකද මේ පැත්තනේ අඩු උනේ debit දෙකක් තියෙනවා. suspense account එකට debit කළා debtors account එකට credit කරාම debtors account එකෙන් 2800 අඩු වෙනවා debit side එකේ. තේරුණාද? තේරුණාද? Right? Is it clear to you guys? Yes or no? Is it clear to you? Yes or no? Any
Can you
answer?
explain
Yes.
5,000 are going to?
දැන් බලන්න එක දැන් මෙතන මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? cash book එකක් debit වෙලා. හරිද? debtors account එකත් debit වෙලා. හරිද? හරි. මම ඕක ඔයාට පෙන්නන්නම් මෙහෙම. ඔන්න අහගන්න. Right? Give me 1 minute. Okay. So let's understand like this. Can you see the Excel, guys? Can you see the Excel? Okay. Now think. This is our one account. Okay. And I'm going to take 4 accounts. No, 3 accounts is enough. No, let's take 4. Right. Okay. This is a cash account. This is a debtors account. Okay. This is a creditor account. And this is bank loan account. Right. So I'm going to write few transactions. Okay. First one. Obtain a bank loan 5,000. Cash book debit 5,000. Bank loan account credit 5,000. Is it clear to you guys? Is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? Right. Second one. Receive paid 2,000 to creditors. Cash book credit. Okay. Creditors account debit. Right. The other one. This transaction. What is the transaction? Receive 2,800 from debtors. Cash book debit 2,800. But debtors account should credit. හැබැයි අපි දාලා තියෙන්නේ debit side එකටම තමයි. 2,800. ඔන්න වැරදි transaction එක මේක. තේරුණාද? තේරුණාද? Right. දැන් අපි trial balance එකක් හැදුවොත් I'm going to write like to save my time I'm going to write like debit and credit. Debit and credit in here. Debit DR in here. Credit CR. Okay. So what are the accounts? You know, cash account and the other one debtors account. Okay. Creditor account and the bank loan account. These are the accounts. Is it clear to you? Yes or no, guys? Is it clear to you? Right. Now I'm going to balance these ledger accounts, right? I'm going to balance these ledger accounts. You need to know now. Right. If you balance a bank loan account, no any doubt, 5,000 credit side. ඔයා දන්නවනේ balance brought forward and 5,000 credit side එකනේ හරිනේ. ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. Creditor account එක debit side එකෙන් යනවා 2,000. හරිද? Right. Debtors account එක debit side එකෙන් යනවා 2,800. When we balance cash book, okay, can you tell me the total? You know, this is in here 7,800. In here also 7,800. So we need to deduct this one from 2,000. You know how much? It's rupees 5,800 debit side. 5,800. Okay. 5,800. Right. Now when we balance this one, then අපි trial balance එක tally කරොත් අපි හරියට accounts තියලා තියෙනවා නම් debit total එකට credit total එකට tally වෙන්න එපේ නේද? මතකයිනේ, right? When we balance this one, debit side total 10,600, credit side total 5,000. තේරුණාද? 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 Right? Which side is higher? Debit side. Credit side is lower. ඇයි ඒ? එකම එක දෙපැත්තේ ලියවිලා තියෙනවා. on example එකකින්ම වෙන්නේ. තේරෙනවද? දැන් අපි අඩුව තියෙන පැත්තට මදි පාඩුව දාන්න එපේ. මේකෙන් මේක අඩු කරාම කීයද 5600 දාලා ටෙම්පරරි ටැලි කරනවා. ට්‍රයල් බැලන්ස් එක කීයද? 10600 වලට. දැන් මතකයිනේ පාඩම නේද? 10600 ටැලි කරලා මදි පාඩුව ගත්ත පැත්තෙන් අපි ගන්නවා සස්පෙන්ස් account එකට. දැන් මෙහෙම මේ ඔයා අපිට සස්පෙන්ස් account එක අතන දීලා තියෙන බැලන්ස් එක net එකක්. අපි ඒක ගැන හිතන්නේ නැහැ. right? එතන දීලා තියෙන net එකක්. Don't think about much. Okay? So because of this, yes, any matter?
Then 5,000, then 2,800 උයි තව 2,800 අඩු වුණාම 5,600 වෙන්නේ සර්.
මොකද yes.
account එකට දාලා තියෙන balance එක යන්නේ සර්. difference එක 5,600 හරියට වෙන්න ඕන අර දැන් credit වැඩි නම් credit side එකෙන් 2,800 අඩු කරලා debit side එකෙන් වැඩි කරන්න නෙමෙයි සර්.
තේරුණා.
දැන් මේ cash එකයි මෙතන debtors උයි දෙකම debit වෙලානේ සර් තියෙන්නේ.
ඔව් ඒකයි credit side එකට 5,600 මදි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ.
ඉතින් සර් හරිනම් වෙන්න ඕන එකක් debit වෙලා අනිත් එක credit වෙන්න ඕන නේද සර්?
ඔව් ඒක තමයි දැන් ප්‍රශ්නේ. දැන් ඒ අපි error එක correct කරන්න යන්නේ. ඒක තමයි මෙතන වෙලා තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ. ඒක තමයි
ඒ දෙකෙන් balance එකෙන් 5,600 අඩු කරාම වෙන්නේ සර් අර cash උයි debtors උයි දෙකම amount එක අඩු වෙනවානේ සර්.
cash නෑ දෙකම අඩු වෙන්නේ නෑනේ. මොකද එකක් debit තියලා එකක් credit තිබ්බනම් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. දෙකම debit තියනවා කියන්නේ credit side එකට ඒ transaction එක 0 නේ ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ.
right.
තේරෙනවද? දෙකම තියෙන්නේ debit side එකේ. Right? Now we take this 5,600 to the suspense account in credit side. මොකද credit side එකටනේ අපි දැම්මේ. Right? So we take it to the credit side. Okay? Now this is the scenario in here. 5,600 we should take to the credit side of the suspense account. Then හැබැයි since this is an error correction, we need to remove this 5,600 from suspense account. This is the removing part. Okay, I'm going to use the green color. And we need to credit the 5,600 to debtors account. Why? Then we can remove debit 2,600 from which account? From debtors account. Now this is the correction error. Understand? Yes or no? Right? Yes or no? Now because this is a temporary account. So what is the double entry? Suspense account debit. This is removing part. මොකද ඔයා මේ ඔක්කොම තේරුම් ගත්තොත් තමයි ඔයාට එන්නේ. මම මේ නිකන් example එකක් දාලා තිබේ බලන්න. debit දෙකක් තියෙනවා. credit එක නැහැ. ඒ නිසා debit දෙක නිසා 5,600 credit side එකේ මදි වෙනවා. මොකද debit ම දෙකනේ තියෙන්නේ. So we take it to we write 5,600 in credit side of the trial balance and we temporary tally and we take 5,600 to here. To correct it, we should debit suspense account and we should credit the debtors account. So what is the double entry? So this is, this is, what is the other entry? This is debtor account. What is the double entry? Suspense account debit. Debit 5,600. Debtor account. Write it down. Account credit 5,600. Suspense account debit. Debtors account credit 5,600. You can write correction of debited amount of rupees 5,800 received from debtor to trade receivables. So, correction of debited amount 2,800 received from debtors to trade receivables. The balance worth of 4,200 in the insurance account has not been taken to the trial balance. What is the matter? No any impact, no any matter in ledger, but in here, the balance worth of 4,200 insurance account has not been taken trial balance. Then trial balance එකට ඒක අරගෙන නැහැ. Trial balance එක insurance ඔයා දන්නවා debit side එකේ එන්නේ. කීයක්ද? 4,200. ඒක දාලා නැහැ. So මේක නිසා debit side එකේ 4,200 අඩු වෙනවා. තේරෙනවද? ඒක temporary අපි ලියලා suspense account එකට ගන්නවා. Right? The suspense account එකෙන් ඒක අයින් කරන්න we should credit the suspense account 4,200. We should debit the trial balance. Since trial balance is not a ledger account, we write like this 4,200. Understand? So what is the double entry? Only we credited the suspense account, only one entry. Suspense account credit. Suspense account credit 4,002. Only one entry. No any debit entry since trial balance is not a ledger account. So what is the double entry? Suspense account credit. Suspense account credit 4,200. So write the narration 4,200 worth of insurance account has not been taken to the trial balance. Corrected. 4,200 worth of insurance account has not been taken to the trial balance. Is it clear to you guys? Right? So right. Okay. So now the other one. 3,200 worth of purchase invoice has been recorded in 2,300. So because of this purchase invoice, you know how to record purchase invoice? You know, purchase account debit, right? Creditor account credit. Don't think. Creditor account credit. Purchase account debit, but recorded 2,300. 2,300. But this is not the correct amount. 900 is lower. So we need to add 900 to purchase account. And we need to add 900 to creditor account. So what is the double entry? Purchase account debit 900. Creditor account credit 900. So what is the double entry? Purchase account debit. Creditor account credit 900. You can write 3,200 worth of purchase invoice has been recorded. 2,300 being corrected. So once we balance the suspense account, we can take the total. What is the total? 8,200. It's 8,200. Finish up to this point and raise your hands. Okay, do the other things. I mean, third one and question number 7 as a homework, right? And do other things as well in tute, right? Question number 1, 2, 3 as 4 as well, right? Okay, this is enough for today. Thank you for the participation.